Now, when someone makes a decision, a homeowner makes a decision, they need that extra storage space, what are some of the considerations?
Well, the first thing you want to consider is how big a shed do you need? I mean, it seems pretty obvious, but be surprised how often someone will build a shed, then they'll go to store their ladder or some lumber, and of course it doesn't fit, and it still ends up outside, which kind of defeats the purpose. So the first consideration is how big a shed do you need?
Okay, what about the design and the look of the shed itself?
Well, there's a misconception the shed should look like the house. And you certainly can. There's no reason you can't make the shed painted the same color, maybe use the same shingles and siding, but regardless whether it's close to the house or not, it could look like the house if that's what you like, but it can certainly look completely different than the house, which kind of gives you a chance to, if you have a contemporary house, maybe put a colonial style building or something more architecturally interesting perhaps.
Right. Now this one is positioned right at the end of the driveway, but heck, these homeowners got a nice big lot. Why not position it somewhere else?
Well, you could. You see here, we put it at the end of the driveway because it makes it really easy to get things in and out to the house, whether it's a ladder, paint. This way you don't have to go across the yard. But in a case like this, where we've got, probably 4 or 5 acres to work with, they could have certainly put the shed in the back corner of the lot. And often you'll see homeowners, they'll build a shed in a far corner up against the woods, and it looks really nice, but it's not too practical if you're using it, if the kids are using it for their sporting equipment or their bicycles. You really can't expect the kids to put they're going to leave it in the driveway. Right? They're not going to put it away. So if it's a workshop or something like that, and you're not going to be bringing things to and from the house, that would be fine. But in a case like this, I think this is a much better location.
And I guess a consideration there is like running either power or water. Say if you had a workshop or were using it for some other use, the closer to the house would make those expenses go down a lot.
Absolutely, especially with power, because you're going to have to dig a trench, probably bring power from the house. So in a case like this, you only have about 20 feet to go.